Spoilers. All right, if you checked out our regular new review that was spoiler free, you're here for the spoiler content. But if you're not, click away in 3, 2, too late.
Well, I just got a few things I want to talk about here. That's a little spoilery, a little funny. Just the cheesiness of some of the, I don't want to say acting, but just some, like I said earlier, just some of the things that they did was just like,
yes,
all right, people, that's not gonna, people aren't gonna actually do that in that situation. Like, in like the middle, like in the middle part, this one part in particular, Ving Rhames is trying to defuse this bomb, and they got like a minute left, and he's sitting there telling Tom, like, you should get out, you should go save yourself, But then they have this whole heartfelt conversation forever, and it's like, dude, time's ticking, go.
Every since time there was a bomb counting down, there was that. There was a conversation. There was this every time, and the bad guy's getting away, and Haley, whatever her name is in the movie, I can't think, she just wants to talk. Don't go chase him. I'm scared. You just beat some people up. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, like that was funny to me too.
Have you really not seen it?
Just, and like another thing that was cheesy. So when Tom was on the submarine and they were looking for the lost submarine down at the bottom of the ocean that had the chip that he needed that was locked away, the divers and stuff were telling him, like, there's no way you're gonna make it. It's gonna, when you go down that deep, it's gonna suck all the air out of your lungs. It's gonna make your blood boil and da 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 da. Well, he started like training for it as if it was going to do anything when it was only like a few hours away. Like, what is a few hours of training? Like, oh, now you're suddenly conditioned enough to go do this?
And then his time got cut short, so he didn't even get to finish it.
Yeah, it's like, I trained for a few hours, I'm good to go on this dive. Never done it before, but I'm gonna do it.
No, he's Ethan. I keep wanting to call him Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hunt.
And it, like, there's just like a few things too, like the plot, like there's like holes in the plot, I feel like, too, because they talked about this submarine at the bottom of the ocean that had this chip in it that he needed to stop the AI and stuff, but it's like, they didn't know, nobody knew exactly where it was, but supposedly they knew that it was down there. So it's like, if you don't know exactly where it's at and stuff, how do you know it's down there?
Well,
it's down there somewhere. How do you know? What if it disintegrated?
Well, that could have happened, but they exposition dumped how they knew it was there. They're like, okay, these people found them, so it means it's probably from this region and area, and this is the closest place for this submarine to even be. So it's probably in but the guy just happens to remember the coordinates.
Yeah.
Off the top of
I know exactly what they are. Yeah. One thing too that I thought was funny, if you're a Marvel fan, which I know we are, I know there's probably a lot of Marvel fans out there watching, there's one part where it kind of sounded like a part in Avengers Endgame when they were talking about like possible outcomes, and they were like, this is the only way out of 1 trillion outcomes. This is the only way. I'm just like, what? That's Avengers Endgame.
AI was Doctor Strange. I've seen 15 million possibilities.
There's all these possibilities, and they were like, this is the one and only way out of 1 trillion different ways.
I might even use this for a hook in something, but when she said the line, I wanted to sing the song, it's the end of the world as we know it.
And then another thing that just goes back to the cheesiness, so towards the end of the movie, Tom Cruise is fighting the bad guy. He's jumped on the side of his plane, and they're flying through these valleys and stuff, and he's trying to shake them off. And at one point he pulls his knife out and starts trying to stab Tom Cruise, but he's just trying to stab him, and there's like a strap on him that is holding him to the plane. So it's like, why doesn't he just cut the strap?
Because then the movie wouldn't have ended the way that it did. But yeah, man, that the bad guy, Gabriel, so cliche.
Yeah.
Straight from the 40s, bad guy. And I meant to say something about this in the review. It started out Tom Cruise in the beginning when he's outcasted, ousted. They had the whole darkened face, light up the eyes.
Yeah.
That, and then he had that going on at the end when they were talking in the cave. That's the whole bad guy eye glaze thing that's been in Hollywood for over 100 years.
Another little cheesy trope.
Yep.
Just funny stuff.
You got anything else you want to talk about? We're going to wrap this up.
I think I'm good. That's all I got.
All right. Well, check out soon for spoiler-free and spoiler reviews and talks about Lilo and Stitch, Friendship. Got Ballerina coming up. What's some of the other ones?
Sure, The Ritual. Phoenician Scheme.
Yep, maybe Dangerous Animal. Like, just so many good movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like and subscribe. Hit those buttons. Drop those comments. And we'll see you next time
at the cinema.